If there is ever a tiny voice in your head telling you I deserve better, listen to her. That's your real, true love.
Hello my lovely darlings, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an amazing day today. And today we're going to talk about 7 types of toxic men. Type of men to avoid at all costs. And ladies, I know you're smart women, you're high value ladies, you think you would see it coming, right? The manipulation, the betrayal. But the truth is, toxic men rarely show their true colors in the beginning. They charm you, they mirror you, they study you. They sell you a whole fantasy until it becomes a nightmare. In this video, we're going to break down the 7 types of toxic men that you should avoid at all costs. We're going to talk about cheaters, we're going to talk about manipulators, narcissist abusers. This video was inspired actually by this situation that happened very recently, which is this cheating scandal that happened to Wizard Liz. So the Wizard Liz is a YouTuber, and what happened is that her fiance London cheated on her recently, and while she's actually pregnant, 4 months pregnant. And this is something that we can study actually, because that made the whole world mad. Everyone is mad about it, everyone feels sad for her, everyone is on her side, obviously. I am too. I was as shocked as you are when I learned that. He was kind of this nice guy, geeky guy, and so you wouldn't never imagine that he could do something like that. How could it happen to someone like her as well? We're going to study that, and we're going to talk about all the red flags and all the signs that those type of men are around you. You need to be aware of this, ladies. You need to be aware of those signs. And in that case, even the smartest, most self-aware woman giving advice online can be blindsided by one of those men. Let's get into it. But first, just wanted to let you know that if you want to see more of my content, I talk about fashion, femininity, old Hollywood glamour, seduction, dating, and anything to make you become a highly feminine lady and to upgrade your confidence, to upgrade yourself and get the life that you desire. Feel free to join the channel, the link is down below, and also follow me on my Instagram and on TikTok. And if you want to level up to the next level, join my Femme Fatale Siren course on my website at lisaglamour.com. This course will make you level up to the next level, to this woman that have high standards, to this woman that prioritizes herself. When you become this femme fatale, those men will try to manipulate you. Those toxic men will try, but you will see the red flags. You will then wake up and be able to walk away. That is the power of a high value woman. So if you really want to join the course, the link is down below. Okay, so let's talk about the general sign of a toxic man. And a lot of my clients deal with those men, so I have so many examples. For example, the general sign of a toxic man, like maybe in the beginning he would love bomb you. First, it will be very intense, and then he can become emotionally distant. This is kind of the archetype of the narcissist. Another sign would be also they have constant mood swings. The example of London and Liz, I watched their Q&A. There were so many red flags in this Q&A. If you watch it, you will tell me. She was mentioning that he had a lot of mood swings. This is not a high value man here. This is not a man that is self-aware, that is calm. Like most high value masculine men are quite calm. Their mood is not all over the place. My partner's mood is not all over the place. Another sign of a toxic man is he never takes accountability. The Wizard Liz and London, her fiance, got together quite quickly, got engaged quite quickly. They were in a long distance relationship, and she discovered that he opened a Snapchat account to talk with another girl and try to meet another girl. So that is even more embarrassing. Why does he have Snapchat? That's so embarrassing. I feel like men that have social media and that actually use social media, unless it's for work, unless it's for their brand, unless it's for work, I don't feel that's attractive. I don't feel that's masculine. Why are you taking pictures of yourself? That's really feminine. And on top of it, having Snapchat is quite immature. So he went on Snapchat, and the receipts of their conversation actually came out. And he was like, oh, let's try to meet. And the girl that he was trying to cheat on with, she was not having it. She was like, aren't you married? Do you have a girlfriend? Like, I'm not meeting you. Afterwards, Liz published in her Instagram that she was gonna leave him, that she was gonna sell her engagement ring, that she was blindsided, she was shocked, but she had an intuition. She was feeling that something was wrong. Be careful, ladies, always follow your intuition. He did publish some videos saying, oh, you know, everybody makes mistakes, nobody is perfect, trying to not take accountability, which is a sign of a toxic man. Never taking accountability, it's always someone else's fault. I was actually looking at some documentaries the other day about serial killers. I just want to know how their mind is, you know, I just want to know, to understand a little bit, to be able to spot those toxic people, right? Because we are the prey, we're women. And there was this guy analyzing the body language of serial killers, and he was analyzing the body language of Ted Bundy, which is one of the most famous serial killers. And you know what he was doing? He was never taking accountability for his actions, but he's a full-on psychopath. He was always saying, oh, that's the society's fault, that's, you know, external. Everything was external, never his fault. So if you have a man in front of you that's never taking accountability, never saying sorry, never saying it's his fault, always playing the victim, this is a sign that he might be really toxic.
I'm not a bad person. She was going to ruin you, but you're safe now, thanks to me. I just want you to live your best life. It's brave what I do for you. It's not easy. It's hard. Sometimes it makes me sick. I'm brave. How many guys are willing to do anything for the person they love? Honestly, Beck, you're lucky to have me.
Another sign is how you feel after you see them. Do you feel drained after seeing them? Does he use guilt or anger to control you? Does he use some blackmail?
If there is ever a tiny voice in your head telling you I deserve better, listen to her. That's your real true love.
In the video, again, in the Q&A of Landon and Liz, she was saying how he was very controlling. Use anger, he's trying to gaslight you, to make you do what he wants you to do. It's a sign of toxicity again. It's when they're very jealous and possessive under the disguise of love. Obviously, a little bit of jealousy, a little bit of, this is my girl, she's mine, don't touch her. Like, that type of energy is sexy, right? Like, we want a man that's protective. We want a man that doesn't want other men to approach us. Like, I love that. I think that's kind of attractive, but it should be in a healthy way and not in a way that is so exaggerated, so jealous, so controlling. So the kind of red flag that I noticed with Landon is that, first of all, he's a guy from social media, because he became quite famous because of her. I think that's what he wanted. He was a fan of her. Everybody says that he was a fan of her, and that's what he wanted. He wanted to be famous like her. He wanted to be her, basically. He was jealous. Another sign also is how they met. It's so crazy, ladies. How they met, it makes me think of the TV show You. I don't know if you know the TV show You. They met online first, and then they never spoke again. They just spoke a little bit on Instagram. And then one day she was in the airport in Athens, and he happened to be at the exact same time in the exact same airport in the exact same country as her. And to see her randomly like that seems a bit crazy to me, right? That seems like such a beautiful coincidence for him. Also, in the Q&A video, I noticed something is that she was saying how in the beginning when they met at the airport that she knew that he was gonna be her husband, that she knew that they were going to be together. On the other hand, he said, oh no, I just wanted to be friends. I just wanted to find friends.
So in my head, like, Liz was that person, and I wanted to just be friends with you, to be honest. I told you that right away. I was like, hey, I'm trying to be, like, I want to be friends.
Yeah.
And then
I was definitely not going to be friends with him.
I couldn't believe that. But
oh, come on. Come on. You will make me believe that you just wanted to be friends with Liz. Anytime I want to be friends, just friends with men, it's impossible. They always want more. So men have a hard time being friends with women in general, and especially with a woman as beautiful as her. Like, he wanted just to disguise it as like, I am the prize, and you know, I wasn't interested at first. But then he said that he loved her 36 hours after they were together. Like 36 hours after they met, he said that he loved her and he wanted to marry her. So which one is it? It's such a weird thing to say that you just want to be friends with women. He also said that to the girl that he wanted to cheat with. He said, oh, I just want to make friends. Because when you say you want to be friends, it disarms us. Also in the video, in the Q&A, I just felt that she was more into him than he was into her. And I don't know why, because for me, it should be the opposite. She should be the black cat and he should be the golden retriever and he looks like one, but I don't know. He was not really looking at her during the video, kind of very preoccupied by his image. She was very authentic. You know, she was very authentic. She said whatever she wanted to say. And he was just very preoccupied by his image. I don't know. I was not feeling him. Like, he was such a red flag in this video. At some point, she even mentioned that she was shocked because her mom said, "I love you," when she was only 14, and he laughed about it. His body language was not lying, you know? And that's why I'm fascinated by body language, because you can really see the truth of a person just by the micro expressions. The micro expressions never lie. That is why, ladies, I encourage you to really study a little bit of body language. I even have a masterclass on this, on you, how to upgrade your own body language. But in terms of even how to spot manipulators, liars with body language, this is fascinating. Like, she also mentioned that when they met at the airport, that she immediately asked him to come with her in Santorini. As a high value woman, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't just come with a stranger, with a man that you just met, to a vacation together. Obviously, that doesn't mean that it's her fault what happened. It is absolutely not her fault. Like, really understand that when a man is cheating, it is not the woman's fault. But we can also learn and reflect on our mistakes, on things that we've done maybe that made us a little bit not as vigilant, you know, as we could have been. And obviously, he did a good job. He did love bomb her completely. He did buy her expensive gifts, showered her with flowers and everything you can imagine. He even wrote a whole book saying how much he loves her. Good communication. So with all of those signs, it is very hard to imagine that someone like that does all of that to her could cheat on her afterwards.
How do I segue this from browsing glassware to, holy shit, Joe's the one?
Someone that is that obsessed with her, someone that compliments her, that is head over heels. Something that I wanted to say also, ladies, is that their relationship was really, really quick. And I think that, ladies, you have to take your time to see someone in multiple situations. So that doesn't mean that you need to take 500 billion years to get engaged to someone, right? I'm always saying, like, a man knows very quickly if you are the one. But at the same time, you still want to know if that man is the one for you. Also, I would say, ladies, to wait, even if you're married, to wait a little bit before having kids. Like, get married properly, have protection from marriage, and then wait a little bit, see how the marriage is. If everything's going on well, everything is wonderful, you have a beautiful house, and you're preparing everything, and everything is ready for a beautiful baby, then go for it. Like, if you're okay with rushing things, this is how you can attract a toxic man. Let's talk about the 7 types of toxic men. Let's talk about the cheaters. How do you identify a cheater first? If they are really guarded with their phone, if their phone is sacred, if their phone is like, you cannot go on it. Like, for me, my partner, I can just go on his phone. I can just, if I want to Google something, you know, it doesn't have to be that you check on his phone, right? I wouldn't recommend to do that. But if you just want to Google something, or if you just want to put on a music, or to see what time it is, and you're like, what time is it? And he's just very guarded with his phone, then it's a bad sign. Another sign is that, obviously, if he's following many women, many half-naked girls, that is one of the biggest red flags. And ladies, you should not be with a man like that. Immediately no. Another sign of a cheater is he's frequently busy or disappear for hours without any explanation. And I think that as women, we have a certain intuition and we can feel it when something is wrong. I personally have never been cheated on, and I feel like it's a certain type of men that are cheaters. It's not all men, ladies. I've seen online, all of the ladies were like, oh my God, all men cheat, all men are cheaters. That is not true. Okay, that is not true. Not all men cheat. What kind of values they have, what kind of character they have. There are some men that would never cheat on their wife no matter what, right? And there are some men that would cheat on anyone, on anybody, because that's who they are. They could have Angelina Jolie, they would cheat on her. You have to understand that it's a certain type of men that is okay with cheating. It's not all men. Certain men were raised in a way where it's really not in their mind and it's not worth it for them. For me, it never happened to me. I was never cheated on. In my family, I didn't see it either. And again, if you watch my channel, you know that it is about your mindset. If you truly think that all men cheat, then you will attract only cheaters because your brain will want to be right? So you will only see the type of men that will confirm what you think in your mind. But another sign of men cheating is accusing you of cheating. They do that because they project you are cheating because they are, so they believe that everyone is. Their stories most of the time don't line up and they forget certain details, and that's how you kind of caught them most of the time. It's very hard to lie a lot and to have all of your lies making sense.
And so did this Anna woman, whoever she is.
I can explain.
I know you can. You're a very, very gifted storyteller.
And you see it really nicely in the TV show You, which I recommend 100 billion%. And in this TV show, you really feel like you are gaslighted.
Who are you? Based on your vibe, student. Your blouse is loose. You're not here to be ogled, but those bracelets, they jangle.
Let's talk about narcissists. Narcissistic people, they have a tendency to have a constant need for validation. Narcissists, they lack empathy. That is how you caught them also. They lack empathy. They would probably pretend to have empathy and mimic your emotions, but they really lack empathy, genuine empathy.
You're not terribly important to me.
Oh no!
I know my behavior can be erratic sometimes.
They make everything about them. Everything is about them. They cannot say they're sorry. They cannot say it's their fault. They're only nice when it benefits them. They devalue you after putting you on a pedestal. So first they will love bomb you. You will be the most incredible person, even though they don't really know you. But you will be the most incredible person in the world. You will be fantastic, the woman of their dreams. And then they will devalue you. They cannot handle criticism as well. So if you brought up something that was really triggering for you, you didn't like, you criticize them in any shape or form, they will overreact and play the victim. And this is exactly what London did. We have next the sign of a manipulator. When you think about it, a narcissist is also a manipulator, but a manipulator would gaslight you. It's making you doubt realities. So you would say, for example, this happened, and they would say, no, it didn't. No, you're crazy. Why do you say that? No, I never said that. You would say, you said that the other day and I didn't like it. And they would say to you, no, I never said that.
I can see you still standing there and saying, look at this letter, and staring at nothing.
What?
You had nothing in your hand.
Manipulators, they also use your insecurities against you. They give you, for example, the silent treatment to punish you. They push your boundaries and then they blame you. They will always play the victim. It's never their fault. This is to trigger your empathy. Breaks my heart, honestly. Really, he did all of that while she was pregnant and she's gonna have a baby by herself. Really, we need to recognize those signs, ladies, and be careful and protect ourselves, because this is my mission in life, is to help women and protect women, is to make you have the best relationship, to make you feel confident, feminine, on top of your game. Next, we're going to talk about signs of an abuser. So someone that is abusing physically or emotionally. Someone that is abusing would be controlling your time, for example, controlling your friendships, controlling your appearance. As I said, someone that would say, don't dress like this, don't see that friend.
And it's all thanks to Peach. I want to punish her for coming between us.
That would manipulate you to be against your friends and your family, to isolate you, because when you isolate someone, you can manipulate them better. They use fear, threat, or intimidation. They can explode over small things, but then they will apologize with gifts and tears, right? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be like that. If someone is abusing physically, there's no excuse, never, accept that type of behavior, first sign and you're gone immediately. You feel like you're walking on eggshells with them. You feel like you never can be yourself. You can never say whatever you want to say. Next, we have also the player. So the sign of someone that just wants to use your body. So a man that just wants to use you for your body, obviously is going to rush for intimacy. He is not going to wait that long. He's going to pressure you. He's going to be quite tactile. Maybe on the first date, he will want to kiss you. I don't recommend that. Maybe he would touch your legs. It is to accelerate the physical part. He will think, maybe I'll be able to sleep with her on the third, fourth, fifth date. The high value man that is serious and have serious intentions have no problem for waiting for intimacy. And if they want to rush things and they don't respect you waiting, which I always say you should wait, at least I would say wait 3 months. This is your body. This is important. And if you're looking for something serious, and if you're looking for marriage, like even if you want to wait for marriage, you can. Like, this is the most precious thing you have, and not be rushed and not be like, okay, if this man cannot wait, that means that you're not that special to him and he's probably not serious. Also, when they disappear or go cold after intimacy, obviously they just wanted that. Another sign is he doesn't care to know the real you. You can always feel that it's quite superficial with him. You can always feel like if you want to talk about something that is meaningful to you, he doesn't really care or listen, or he maybe pretends to listen.
Do you believe in love at first sight?
I believe in lust at first sight.
I'm serious.
So am I.
Some men can still pretend to be deep, pretend to make you feel good, and then just want to use you for your body. The best advice is to wait, because a man that just wants to use you for your body will not wait that long. Also, those type of men don't really text you that much. They only text you maybe late at night or when they're bored. They maybe text you once and then they don't talk for a week and then they'll text you. A man that is truly interested in you would want to have news from you every single day. He would want to either text you or call you, even if he's busy. It takes only 5 minutes to have a little text saying, good morning, I'm thinking about you, I hope you have a great day, how was your day, you know? So there's no, I'm too busy. If he's too busy, that means that you're not his priority. So that means that he's not that invested. Okay, ladies? So you shouldn't be that invested then. You should also see other people. Also, if he doesn't take you on real dates, if he doesn't invest that much into you, men need to invest into you with their time, money, and energy to be able to value you and fall in love with you, ladies. If you are this cool girl, chill, that doesn't demand anything, then he will put you in the category of the easy girl that he can just hook up with, and you're not that valuable to him. To be valuable, he needs to put in the effort. He needs to struggle. He needs to work for it. Maybe flowers, little gift, like he's not really that thoughtful. Okay, flowers are not that expensive. You can find flowers anywhere. So there's really no excuse to be a genuine gentleman that is genuinely interested in a woman. Two different kind of guy that just want to use you for your body. You have the one that is really love bombing you, intensity multiplied by 1,000,000 to make sure that you're head over heels. Or you have the one that is completely nonchalant, distant, like Mr. Big in Sex and the City, doesn't care, doesn't call you, and then wants to see you whenever he wants. She's always responding to my text. She's always saying yes. So, you know, she has nothing else to do. I can just do whatever I want with her. That's how they think. They also avoid emotional connection. Obviously, they avoid commitment like the plague. You have also the emotionally unavailable guy like Mr. Big. He's always distant, but he's blaming you for wanting more. Like you're crazy. Why are you pressuring me like that?
Come on, I mean, what do you want from me?
What do I want from you? Nothing.
When you're actually asking for the bare minimum, maybe you're asking, what are we? Never ask a man, what are we? By the way, ladies, they should fight to be your boyfriend, not the other way around. If they are just nonchalant, not responding, texting you whenever they want, not really making any effort to go deeper and get to know you, and you just block. Very wealthy men, they will take you on real dates. They will bring you flowers, they will buy you things, but that doesn't mean that they're serious. These men, for them, the amount of money they're spending is not much. Obviously, if a man is spending no money at all, he's really not serious. But even the men that are spending, and if they're wealthy and they're spending, that doesn't necessarily mean that he is serious. So you have to be aware and you have to be careful and take your time. And also, next we can talk about the fake nice guys, right? And I think this is exactly what London was, a fake nice guy, so that you don't really have your guards up. You're not thinking this is a threat. You're really comfortable with him. You don't think he's gonna hurt you. He just act nice to get what he wants and then flip when rejected. And he complains about women not liking nice guys. He believes that being nice give him access to your body, when being nice is literally the bare minimum, by the way. Plays the victim constantly, accepts pity from you, only being respectful when he thinks he's benefiting him. So he pretends to be a gentleman, he pretends to be respectful.
Beck, I even do your damn laundry. I protect your time. I let you focus on your work. And guess what? Now that I've made our morning sacred, you're actually writing.
Maybe he will pretend to wait and to be respectful of your time for physical intimacy at first, but then maybe at some point he will be tired of it and be like, okay, no, I invested enough money on her, so then it's either I get what I want or I'm disappearing. Something else I noticed in the Q&A of London and Liz was that she said to him that he offered her many gifts and that she didn't care about that, right? Just a little thing, ladies. If you say that to a man, he's gonna feel very emasculated. Like, don't say that to a man. Don't say that you don't care about the gift or the effort that he does to you. He also mentioned in the video that Liz was quite addicted to drama, and it can be something that's reflecting of her childhood and of the fact that it was quite a lot of drama in her childhood, so it's familiar to her and she wants the same thing. So in terms of that, you can also know all of the red flags of a narcissist, of a manipulator, of a sociopath, of everything. But if you have past trauma that are not healed, and if for you drama and chaos is familiar to you, then you will be attracted to that. You'll be attracted to those type of people no matter what. At the end of the day, a toxic man, a man that is cheating, a man that is abusive, a man that is manipulative, it is not your fault. Even if you have trauma, even if you're attracted to this, even if you didn't see the red flag, it is absolutely not woman's fault, okay? We can still try to protect ourselves, trying to see the red flag, trying to hear ourselves, but it can happen to anyone. It is not woman's fault. It is not the victim's fault that the abuser was abusing.
They really catch you off guard, don't they? I don't want to. Even when you think you have all the facts. If you got fooled by this guy, you are not as smart as you thought you were.
So at the end of the day, the only thing we can do is try to do our best to prevent that, and then trying to do our best also to have the best attitude afterwards, which Liz had, which is leaving when you see bad behavior. It is self-respecting. You show a lot of self-love, self-respect, self-worth. You are upgrading yourself to the next level when you are leaving a situation that is disrespectful towards you. Thank you for watching, my beautiful darlings. I hope you liked it and I hope it was really helpful for you. Let me know in the comments what you think of this crazy story, what you think of the signs of toxic men. Have you ever encountered those type of toxic men? Let's have discussions in the comments down below. This is a safe space. And if you want to see more of my videos, I invite you to join my channel and follow me on my Instagram, on TikTok as well. And if you want to become a high value woman and level up to the next level, join my Femme Fatale Siren course as well on my website at liseglamour.com. I also have a dating ebook to really vet men properly, and this ebook will get you all of the vetting questions to make sure that the men are not those toxic men, they're not those narcissistic men, and they are providers, healthy masculine men, and have the right mentality that you want. So really grab that book, because this is the blueprint to date as a high value woman. The link is down below. Until next time, I'm giving you a lot of beautiful kisses and take care of you, my darlings. Mwah.